So we're going to begin, this class is going to begin in Shavasana. So we're going to lie back, separate the feet, maybe even farther than the hips. Palms are up. We're in a state of relaxation. This is two classes I put together. One is comforting and the other one is to develop playfulness. So let's come into Shavasana. It is essential to find moments of comfort and ease. Come on in. This is Becky Kurt. We're beginning this class with Shavasana, which will probably be perfect for you and for Dolores after hurrying over here. And the idea is to find some comfort and some ease so that we can navigate difficult times. We're nurturing a sense of grounding, beginning with Shavasana, and then we will do some interesting breath work throughout. Yeah. It is essential to find moments of comfort and ease when we are navigating uncertainty. A gentle flow merged with a soothing meditation is the perfect medicine when my soul feels trapped in the chaos and heaviness of life. This practice starts with Savasana, which will invoke a nurturing sense of grounding. And it will close with a breathing practice that calms the nervous system and lays the foundation for a tranquil meditation. This is recommended for the end of the day because it's a wonderful way to slow down and reset. Make up space as you relax your arms beside you. They can be a few inches away from your body with your palms facing up and your fingers soft. Make yourself comfortable with a blanket or towel under your head or wherever. Adjust as much as you need to, and then find stillness with the eyes closed for several minutes. I'd like you to bend your knees, put your soles of your feet on the mat, find your way to the right side. In a fetal pose. Moving slowly, we'll push up to Sukhasana or easy seat. And in this easy seat, we're going to do a special mudra. And so that's a hand position. This is a Ganesha mudra. Ganesh is part of Indian folklore, or however you want to think of it. Ganesh is the elephant. And he is known for removing obstacles. And he is known sometimes for making obstacles to help us develop more. So we're going to place our hands so our right palm is facing our heart or our body. And our left palm is opposite, palms together. Slide the hands apart. Grasp the fingers. This mudra is really good for developing shoulders and arms and chest and back. Long inhale and long exhale. Now the Ganesh mudra is a sacred hand gesture or seal. We use it during yoga and during meditation. It's a way to channel the flow of energy of the vital life force. It's named after the Hindu elephant god Ganesh. This mudra is believed to invoke his energy as the remover of obstacles. Practicing the Ganesha mudra is said to enhance self-confidence and provide the courage to overcome anything that is holding one back. The positioning of the arms across the chest with the elbows wide is symbolic of the notion that our biggest obstacle is often ourselves. So remove your hands from the mudra and bring your legs out in front and just kind of tap them out. We're going to come back to Sukhasana, the easy seat. So maybe if it helps you to sit on the edge, right on the edge of the blanket, it helps the pelvis to roll forward. Yeah. We're going to do, this breathing is called, it's left nostril breathing. So we're not doing both nostrils. That'll be interesting to see how it goes. It's a very calming breath. We're going to close off the right nostril with the thumb, and we're going to send the forefingers upward. And we will inhale and exhale through the left nostril. 3 more rounds. Great. Now let's bring our legs out and just pat our legs out a little bit. Yeah, because we're going to come back to cross leg again and maybe change the cross. I really like, yeah, that's what you're doing is, this is called easy seat. And this is a variation, and I really enjoy it. Yeah. So we're going to do some energy medicine yoga today. We'll do some tapping. So we're going to begin with the hollows of the collarbone. So here's the collarbone. Right under it is that hollow. We bring the index, the pointer, and the long finger together, maybe on both sides. We're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And we'll do this maybe about 10 taps. We exhale through the mouth to get rid of toxins. And now we're going to tap at the sternum, right about the center of the sternum. And we can pat it, or we can do it this way. And it can be a pretty robust tapping. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. These are energy centers, they're meridians, as recognized in Chinese medicine. They're energy pathways. We're going to do under the breast. But first we'll come down, like right under the arm, about 4 inches down, right at the bottom of the breast. We'll tap here, and then we'll come in center and tap there. Inhale nose. Exhale mouth. Now let's move the hands right under the center of the breast, and we'll continue there. Okay, now we have one more set. It's going to be right under the iris at the top of the cheekbone. The top of the cheekbone, there's a hollow. Now, when you tap here, you probably don't want to be so strong in your tapping, maybe a little more gentle. We'll come to standing, and there's one last piece to this. This is called a warm-up in energy yoga, energy medicine yoga, and there are 4 pieces. And this is the last one. But there's lots of things you can do in energy medicine yoga. So we begin by tapping same hand to same thigh. Oh, we're so good. We sound like a band. Okay, now we're going to cross over. Energy channels actually do cross over in the body, and this is bringing that crossing over to the forefront. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Great. Okay. So we'll come now to table. This, as I mentioned earlier, this sequence is based on two sequences. One is comforting. The first part is comforting. The second part is meant to be playful. Because in order to get through difficult times, we have to find a way to be grounded, to find comfort, to find ease. And then we can navigate uncertainty. Lower the belly and look up. Now let's walk the hands out to extended puppy. Sometimes this is called melting heart. The hips are over the knees. We're going to bring the elbows down, bring the chest down or the heart down, forehead on the mat. This is a surrender pose. Keep that nice ujjayi breath going. We'll come up to table. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Down dog. Maybe bend one knee and then the other. Let's try coming up on the tips of our toes to get the hip bones as high as we can. Now we're going to keep some height as we begin to lower the feet. And of course, the hip bones go back and down a bit, but let's keep the height. Relax the face, relax the neck. And you'll notice that the heart begins to move toward Mother Earth. Now let's come back down to table and we'll thread the needle. So I'm going to bring my left hand under my right arm. I'm going to bring my left shoulder to the mat. And I have found when I'm able, if I can wrap my right arm behind me, it gives me a little more stretch in that shoulder. Keep the breath going. So we have to find comfort and ease if we are to navigate uncertain times. When we're all worked up, we're going to get lost. We'll bring the right hand to the mat, push back up into table, do the same thing on the other side. So we have obstacles, and we need to be calm and confident when we approach them. Let's thread the right arm under the left arm. And I'm going to bring my left hand behind my back and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Listen to the vibration of the breath. Being comforted by it. Come back to table. We'll step the right foot between the hands. Low lunge. Now you decide how far you want between your front foot and your back knee. You can make it pretty far or not so far. Let's find balance. Or lift up. Maybe clasp the fingers, the index finger points up, and maybe a back bend. And lower the hands to the mat. We're going to bring the right knee to the mat. Left foot comes forward. Low lunge on the other side. We do on one side, we do on the other. Figure out how much distance you want. Find balance and lift up. Bring the hands to the mat. We're going to come to seated. So lower the knee and come to seated. Also do some twisting here. And it's not going to be a fancy twist. Legs out in front. Right palm to left side. Left arm windmills back. Makes a second spine. Now let's take a moment to lengthen the spine as we inhale. Soften the belly, exhale, and begin to twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. We'll come back around to center, and we'll bring the forehead to the outside of the right knee. Let's come back up, and we'll do that same simple twisting on the other side. Left palm to right thigh. Window the right arm over and back. Create a second spine. Be very intentional about inhaling to lengthen the spine. Exhaling to soften the belly and twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And back around to center, bring the forehead to the outside of the left leg. Kind of a counter pose. So, okay, let's come to child's pose. And maybe you can try keeping your legs together and see how that feels. Some people separate their knees, toes together, and that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to keep them together. You can try it both ways. So let's walk over, holding onto the mat, pushing back so we can get the sits bones way back on the heels, and possibly bring our forehead close to the mat. If your legs are together, notice how it feels to have the legs pressing against the belly as you breathe. We're going to rise up in hero's pose. Now you may want to, one thing you can do is pull the calves away, the flesh on the muscles of the calves away, so that you can sit back on your heels. If you want a block, you could sit back on a block. And in this hero's pose, we're going to do that same Ganesh mudra. So the right hand is facing the body. The left palm is facing the right palm. We slide them out. We clasp the fingers. It's about chest height. We're building confidence and strength. We're overcoming obstacles. And we're recognizing that sometimes we're our own biggest obstacle. I said that you should do this maybe 5 or 6 times a day, this mudra. Come to seated in Sukhasana once again. This is also, this pose is easy seat. This is known as a adept pose. An adept is like a guru. An adept, I guess the adepts sit like this. I'm going to do that left nostril breathing again. So the right thumb closes the right nostril. The 4 fingers are vertical. We'll inhale and exhale. Left nostril is connected to the right hemisphere of the brain, and the right hemisphere is the creative hemisphere. It affects the left hand. etc., etc., etc. But anyway, okay. So that was the comforting part. Now let's try coming to table, and we're going to do the playful part. So in table, step 1 foot forward, step the other one forward, burn forward fold. The hands are on something, your shins, the mat, blocks, because this is grounding pose. And we don't want the hands just flailing around out there, because that would be detrimental to the grounding. Inhale and lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. With a flat back and arms wide, we'll come all the way up to standing. And bring the hands to the heart. We're going to do breath of joy. It's really simple, but it's really fun. And I think you could teach your boys this, yeah. Oh, you probably already know it, but okay. Okay, and we're going to do 3 sips of breath on an inhale. So it'll be inhale, inhale, inhale. And then you're going to exhale through your mouth. Here we go. Breath of joy. And if that's enough, stop and just go into Tadasana if you want to do some more. Do a couple more. I've read that when you sip the breath on the inhale like that, that you're actually filling up the alveoli. Is that right? Okay. Yeah, well, let's do it again then. This is very similar to something called cyclical sighing. I don't know if I told you about it, but Stanford University just did a study. They did it during COVID, and they compared meditation and 3 different kinds of breath. And this is one of, and they all reduced anxiety and improved mood. But the one that was the most significant, they all had statistically significant results, but the one that had the greatest results was cyclic sighing, which is very similar. It's like this. You inhale again, exhale through the mouth. People were at home and they did it during COVID, but they were all monitored so they could test everything, you know. All right, we're coming to Tadasana. Oh, I think I'll do it at the end of my mat. And let's spend some sweet time with Tadasana. Press into the 4 points of the soles of the feet and raise the toes. Spread the toes apart. Notice the arches lift. Notice the kneecaps lift. All the muscles of legs come to the bone. Lower the toes one at a time. Tuck the tailbone under. Lift the pubic bone. Bring the belly toward the spine and lift it up under the ribs. Lower the shoulders away from the ears. Relax the arms and hands. Tuck the chin slightly to lengthen the neck. Tadasana. Tad is mountain, asana is pose, Tad asana, mountain pose. All right, forward fold, inhale, arms widen up. Exhale, and we'll fold over. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. We're coming into a high lunge. Bring your hands to the mat. Step your left foot back. Come up on your left toe. Find balance here. Here we go. Yeah, coming up. Now bring the arms to cactus or goalpost. Find a focal point. Bring the hands together. We're going to do a revolved high lunge. So left elbow to the right knee. Let's come back up. Lower the hands to the hips and step the left foot forward. That's some work, isn't it? Okay, we're stepping at the top of our mat. We're going to do a high lunge again. We're preparing ourselves to face obstacles with comfort and ease. Step the right foot back. Find balance up on the right toe. Lift the arms and breathe. Bring your hands to your heart. Take the right elbow to the left knee. Oh, maybe. The revolved high lunge. Deep breathing. Back to center. Step the right foot forward. Yay, we made it. We made it. We made it. Okay. So we'll step to the middle of our mats, facing maybe that wall. I guess I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Separate the feet from warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. So turning out the left toe, look down and see if your left heel meets up with your right arch. Okay. Now bring the right hip back and the left hip forward. Okay. Bend the left knee. Look down to see that it's just over the ankle. It's going to want to fall in or fall out. Let's keep it right vertical. And extend the arms out. Palms up. Palms down. Holding these poses is really important for building strength. So we get a lot of good stretching and some balance, but we also really need to build strength. Keep that breath going. It's going to bring calm and ease and comfort as you face obstacles. Confidence as you face obstacles. Now let's bring the right palm to the right thigh. And we're going to come into peaceful warrior. Left palm up and over, a little back bend here. And I'll bring it back. Back to warrior two. Let's take another few breaths here. Notice if the front of your body is parallel to the long side of the mat. Bring your hands to your hips, parallel the feet. Heel toe the feet together. And we'll just do some swinging coat sleeves. What happened? I have no music. No. Oh. Ah. Sorry. Okay. So separate the legs. Let's turn the right toe out. Yeah, I want you to think through all of the cues for warrior two yourself. Now, what are you going to look at first? Maybe you're going to pick up your left toe and step it in 30 degrees. And you're going to notice that your body wants to roll forward with your right leg. You're going to bring it back. Good. And find warrior two. Holding the pose to build strength. Now turn the right palm up, left palm to the back of the left thigh. And this is come to reverse warrior. Keep breathing. Peaceful warrior. Some of the most powerful people like Gandhi and Martin Luther King were advocates of nonviolence. And yet they had power and strength and made a big difference. I mean, really, delivering India from England, that's amazing. Come back to warrior two and hold it for a moment. Hands to the hips. Parallel your feet. And you can jump your feet back together or you can heel together. So we'll come to the top of our mat. We're going to come to the floor now. So inhale up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift up. Exhale, fold. I'd like you to find your way to seated. We're going to do that same twist that we did at the beginning, but we're going to do it with a little more complexity. Bend the right knee, pick it up, cross the left thigh. Fold the left leg in. We're attempting here to keep this right knee vertical. You can wrap your left arm around your right shin, or you can tuck your left elbow in front of and behind your right shin. Inhale, arm up, all the way back. Lift, lengthen the spine, and then twist. Lengthen the spine on each inhale. Twist on each exhale. And back around to center, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. It's really good for detoxifying the organ. It's also, twists are so good for the spine and the soft tissue around the spine that can get dry and brittle and stop functioning. So let's pick up the left knee, cross the right, fold them. Right leg in. You decide how you're going to keep that knee vertical. Windmill the arm back. And let's be very intentional about lengthening the spine. Soften the belly, exhale, and twist. We'll come back around to center. Whoa, come to table. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Your face is relaxed and your neck is relaxed. You're creating length from your hip all the way through your fingertips. You start out with a flat back, but eventually it becomes a back bend as the heart moves toward the earth. Now bring your knees to the mat and lower your heart toward the mat. We're going to come up in a low cobra or a high cobra, whatever you prefer. Notice what part of your body is doing the most work. It shouldn't be your hands and shoulders. Now move from cobra into child's pose. And move from child's pose into down dog. Now, if you like, you have an option here. You can either jump forward or you can walk forward. You might bend your knees and come forward or not. You're in a forward fold. And from this forward fold, separate the feet, turn the feet out. Let's come to a squat. I'm going to stay in that squat for a little while. You're really good at this. Good, Kurt. It's really very healthy for us to spend some time squatting. Bring your hands to the mat, and we're going to lift the hips up. And then we're going to come up with a flat back. We're going to take our Tadasana for a few breaths. Think about Think about each element of Tadasana, from the toes to the feet, to the muscles of the legs, to the kneecaps. Think about tucking the tailbone under, lifting the pubic bone, shoulders back and down, chin is tucked, neck is long, hands are relaxed. 3 rounds of breath here. One more. I'm going to ask you to come back to a squat and move from that squat into a seated pose. I want to do that left nostril breathing again. With Ganesh. So the right palm is facing the heart, the left palm is opposing it. We'll do this for a moment and then we'll do the nostril breathing. Building our confidence and our strength to be comfortable and at ease when we face obstacles. Now remove the hands and take your right thumb to the outside to your right nostril. Close the right nostril. Fingers are vertical. Exhale and inhale through the left nostril. Remove the hand from the nostril. Find your way to your favorite Shavasana, however that is. For me, most of the time, it's just flat on my back. But if you like a bolster under the knees or a blanket under the feet or whatever. Legs up the walls, perfect. In Hindu and yoga traditions, Ganesh is believed to be both the remover of obstacles and responsible for placing certain obstacles in one's path in order to help develop strength and resilience. The Ganesh mudra is considered to be energetically strengthening physically and emotionally. It can be used to boost self-esteem and self-confidence while cultivating inner power. It's also believed to develop the courage to approach life with an open heart. Notice your breath and deepen your breath. Move your toes and your fingers. Moving slowly, find your way to a fetal position on your right side. The tradition is to come to the right side because there's a gland in the lower side abdomen that doesn't get stimulated very much. And so coming to the right side for a fetal position helps to stimulate it. Take a moment to experience the confidence, the ease, the calm that really is who you are. Pressing into your right elbow, using the strength of your left arm, come to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Bring the palms of your hands together, your thumbs against the sternum. Inhale and exhale. And let's chant Om. The light that dwells within me recognizes that same light within you. This light within me honors that same light within you. Thank you for practicing with me. May all creatures everywhere know peace and happiness. Namaste.